All these trends are coming together and forming a framework for a decentralized society.
97% of institutional investors believe that tokenization is going to significantly affect asset management.
But our first question is around, really what's going to be driving value to XRP.
In the payment space, I think XRP, because of high speed, low cost, and the sort of the market is so early and we can't. It's impossible for us to cannibalize ourselves. It's like if an ecosystem is 1% of what it should be.
But if people want to create tokens on XRPL, they can do it with us. If they want to create securities, they can do it with us. If they want to custody them, we use Ripple Custody, formerly Metico.
Today, Ripple said it launched a Japan and Korea fund with the goal of driving innovation on the XRP ledger in the two markets.
About the relationship between gold and having reserves and the soundness of monetary systems.
Know what you hold?
Enjoy the ride, pal.
Welcome back to some more Moon O'Clock News. Shout out to the sub. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing them likeys. We got the total global cryptocurrency market cap today at 2.56 trillion, down about 4.0% in the past 24. We got XRP in that number 8 spot, right around 48 cents. Stellar XLM right around 9-10 cents. We got BTC at 66,751. We got ETH right around 35 hundo. Flirt Networks right around 0.027. XDC 0.034. We got Axelar at 73.74 cents. Songbird 009. Stronghold 0057. We got Zahao right around 10-11 cents. Evernode 21 cents. We got one from Ripple X Dev. The pop things off this year's XRPL Apex is a dream. Joe Katz covers every angle, innovation, insights, and inspiration, all wrapped in one. Drop your favorite moment. Joe Katz, David Schwartz. We got another one from Ripple X Dev. The XRPL community has been pioneering the adoption of blockchain for more than 12 years. On the main stage at XRPLX, XRPL Commons President David charts the future of the XRP ledger and shares the potential we can collectively unlock for a better society.
All these trends are coming together and forming a framework for a decentralized society. In my view, it is a desirable future, and at XRPL Commons, we want to help the XRPL community build it. We also believe in a multi-chain future. We talked a lot about interoperability, and I think it is key for the success of our community. So we need one or more entities to strengthen the ecosystem, making it rich with opportunities and attractive to newcomers.
We got Mr. Man XRP stablecoin market currently at 160 billion. The bleed over to popular culture and traditional finance is taking place. Schwartz confirms that being early to such strategies as DeFi institutional investors will be there is key.
One of the places where you can see that the most easily, I think, is with stablecoins. The current market cap of stablecoins is around $160 billion, and it's growing so rapidly that number is, it's going to be obsolete by in months. It's expected to grow to almost $3 trillion by 2028. And this is the next statistic is, I think, the most important one. Remember, I was talking about bleeding over into popular culture. It's great if everybody in the Bitcoin space thinks Bitcoin's great. If everybody in the crypto space thinks cryptocurrency is going to take over. Everyone in the DeFi space thinks DeFi is going to be the next big thing. What about people outside the space? 97% of institutional investors believe that tokenization is going to significantly affect asset management. These are people who they're not Bitcoin people, they're not crypto people, they're not blockchain people, they're not DeFi people, they're institutional investors. These are some of the most conservative people in the world, right? And they think that the technologies that we're building are going to revolutionize their industry. That is that bleed over into popular culture. The market value of tokenized U.S. securities alone is $1.5 billion. This is a new space. So that is that number is probably different by the time I get off this stage. And of course, the growth of tokenized assets, $16 trillion forecast by 2030. I think that's probably going to be conservative. It just makes sense to get into these spaces. If DeFi spaces and tokenized spaces are where the investors are going to be or where the money is going to be. That's got to be where the assets are, right? The assets are going to chase the money.
Know what you hold? Stu Alderati gangster repeated his crypto is a bunch of wild west lawbreaker nonsense despite the SEC Gov court losses, bipartisan rebukes in Congress, and the votes of 50+ million crypto holders at stake. Gangster remains committed to killing crypto in the U.S. Drain the swamp. Free the standard. Riz XRP, what's going to be driving the value to XRP?
But our first question is around, really what's going to be driving value to XRP, particularly kind of around the cross-border and sort of more like enterprise payments and financial use cases.
Yeah, so you guys can all see the question on the screen. I think the big thing that's gonna keep XRP like in its central role is its privileged place on the XRP ledger. XRP is the only token that you can pay transaction fees in. It's the only token that every account can receive. The payment engine entering pathfinding always looks for XRP liquidity first, and XRP is auto-bridged through the order book. So XRP liquidity is sort of preferentially taken over to other types of liquidity just from order crossing. So XRP is always going to have a special place as a sort of liquidity tool on the XRP ledger. In the payment space, I think XRP, because of high speed, low cost, and the sort of lack of things like MEV and block producers who are trying to tax transactions, it's going to remain a good intermediary currency for international payments. Ripple's going to continue to use it for cross-border payments, where it works well. We're not going to make our customers use an inferior solution to make us happy. It's on us to make XRP, be a viable solution. But again, the big thing, I think one of the things probably motivating this is the launch of the stablecoin with the idea that like one will cannibalize the other. I just want to make a point that like the current use for XRP is a tiny fraction of the things that people could be using it for. The market is so early and we can't, it's impossible for us to cannibalize ourselves. It's like if an ecosystem is 1% of what it should be, trying to fight over that 1% is just, that's not what's going to happen, right? We want to grow the pie. And I think there's lots of room for XRP to grow, and there's lots of room for a stable coin to grow and to be used, in different use cases. There are some use cases where volatility is absolutely fine. And of course, in some use cases like the AMM, where volatility is actually a plus. Mm-hmm. Particularly for cross-border payments, you don't have to hold the asset for very long. So if you're thinking, well, I want to use an asset for cross-border payments, but I don't want to be exposed to its volatility, there are plenty of entities who consider exposure to XRP volatility a net positive, right? Like there are people, like if you wanted to have exposure to any cryptocurrency, whether it was, XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, if you wanted exposure to it, you would generally pay for that exposure. That's why people hold Bitcoin, right? They want exposure to the upside. They pay for that upside. And so if you're worried about exposure to both the upside and the downside in payments, there are any number of parties who will gladly take the upside and downside, together. So it's not a barrier.
XRP drops, Ripple deal, everything we're doing is available on the XRP ledger.
Everything we're doing is available on XRPL. So every security that's already available through us. So we've already tokenized UK equities, UK gilts, Aberdeen own us. We've tokenized their money market funds and BlackRock as well. They're all available on our platform now. And more specifically to the community, hopefully it means we're kind of more of a useful partner. So we already have XRP trading on our venue, so people can trade that in its simplest form. But if people want to create tokens on XRPL, they can do it with us. If they want to create securities, they can do it with us. If they want to custody them, we use Ripple Custody, formerly Metico, which is now all embedded within our system. So hopefully those that are looking to really work on the digital security space can partner with us and have it.
We got CNBC, XRP drops, Ripple launching a new fund to drive blockchain innovation in Japan and South Korea.
Next, today, Ripple said it launched a Japan and Korea fund with the goal of driving innovation on the XRP ledger in the two markets. That ledger is an open source public blockchain built for corporations. The move also signifies the blockchain firm's effort to expand its presence in Asia Pacific, one of its fastest growing regions. In a statement, Ripple's vice president of strategic initiatives said the launch of the fund is a, quote, testament to Ripple's strong belief in the potential of Japan and Korea as pivotal regional hubs for blockchain innovation. Ripple said the funds will go for supporting corporate partnerships, developer grants, startup investments, and community growth. The expansion comes as the crypto industry faces a hostile regulatory environment in the U.S., according to Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse.
We got subject views. If gold is so worthless, why does the U.S. government and other major governments hold so much of it?
What can we learn from prior international monetary systems? I guarantee you, people such as Alan Greenspan and Paul Volcker, both of whom are very good friends of mine, can easily talk about the relationship between gold and having reserves and the soundness of monetary systems. I remember one day there was a particularly vicious op-ed in the Washington Post about me, denigrating me as this gold bug. And I was putting out dog whistles to that crazy sound money community. And I sent an email to Alan Greenspan and said, I quoted the first line of his famous article on gold and economic freedom, which said, there seems to be a hysterical antagonism against the gold standard, which we can understand if we realize the welfare statists just want to transfer wealth and redistribute it as a socialist government would do. Very radical article he wrote back in the mid-60s as an acolyte of Ayn Rand. Well, he wrote back almost immediately, if gold is so worthless, why does the U.S. government and other major governments hold so much of it? So then I thought, these people who are just pundits really don't appreciate what the people who have been in the arena know about soundness.
We got Descent Wallets, the most easy and safe hardware wallet and has crypto protection built on the highest security standards. Your best wallet for XRP, XLM, XDC, Flare, Songbird. 3 wallets in one app. You can get the single pack currently with the Bagman discount, $50 off. You can get the 2X package, $129 off. 3,000 plus supported coins, 50 plus blockchains, hassle-free firmware update, ELA 5 plus certified secure element, OLED display, 4 buttons, biometric authentication, not your keys, not your crypto, Descent Wallets, link down below. We got one for Mustache. Did you know that all coins have been in a falling wedge for over 3 years now? And we got one from Coins Kids. Something like this is what I had in mind for Bitcoin. If we do see Bitcoin bust a move like this, I'll begin to rotate my Bitcoin into XRP and some other altcoin picks as it takes out 350 DMA. Best of luck. With that being said, Batman and Bag Ladies, the longer they take, the higher we climb on that XRP rich list. Let our Fred know that the greatest opportunity of multiple lifetimes is still at hand, but the train's left the station. Tick tock, where will you be when that regulation jar molasses finally breaks open? And XRP's true price is finally revealed.
Big bags.
Later glitches.
Welcome to the future. Welcome to the show. I told you so. I told you so. We're gonna be driving Lambos. We're gonna take a trip to Fiji. All in all, the labor.
Crypto be our passion, cause what you focus on, you attract like a magnet. Got diamond hands, we hold